In the Virtual Burglary Project, we create virtual replicas of houses or neighborhoods. We take our VR inside prisons and we invite incarcerated burglars to commit a burglary in VR or to scout a neighborhood. The key predicament of a crime researcher is basically that he's never there when crime occurs. Even if an offender would allow you to observe them, there's plenty of ethical and practical reasons that would militate against doing such research. And that means that basically most of our knowledge of the offending process comes from methods like interviews or surveys. These are very indirect and retrospective methods. And that was the case until quite recently. But now, with the use of virtual environments, we can simulate actual criminogenic situations and observe offenders on the job.
The Virtual Burglary Project consists of already 4 different virtual environments. To create our virtual environments, we use a game engine. The software also allows us to manipulate the virtual environment in any aspect we wish to. Participants can freely navigate. They have different tasks. There's also a lot of data logging going on in the background where the software logs the position, the look at direction of the participants. The data we log will help us to analyze what kind of objects are of interest to them or not.
Nou, dan ga ik hem nu aanzetten. Hier kwam jij net de wijk in. Vertel maar, wat ging er door je heen?
Ja, wat ik zie, sommige donkere plekken. Daarboven bijvoorbeeld op het balkon, ja, dat is onwijs donker. En daar kun je makkelijk een raampje in tikken. Door die gaten in de muur kun je makkelijk jouw voet inzetten. Wordt makkelijk klimmen.
It was my collaborator Claire Nee from the University of Portsmouth who came up with the idea of using VR to study the behavior of burglars. And she showed in her early work that burglars actually go about committing a virtual burglary in a very similar way as they commit burglaries in the real world.
Wat donkere woningen zie ik, dus weinig verlichting in de tuinen zie ik zelf. Ja, wat struiken zie ik ook, waar je makkelijk achter kan verschuilen. Zeg maar, mocht iemand langslopen en je ziet dat je toch eventjes moet stoppen.
In our joint work together with the Planck Institute from the Vrije Universiteit Amsterdam, we've been able to replicate findings of decades of interview and survey research. For example, what we find is that burglars tend to target end-of-terrace properties. They always enter houses from the back. They display remarkable consistency in their search patterns through houses. And they tend to take the lighter, more valuable items compared to novices or non-expert burglars. Hoe oud was je toen je eerste kraak pleegde?
Ik was leeftijd van 18 jaar. Toen deed ik mijn eerste inbraakje eigenlijk. Ja.
En dat was nog een woninginbraak?
Dat was toen nog een moment een woninginbraak. Ik raakte op een gegeven moment verslaafd aan de drugs, waardoor ik veel geld nodig had om mijn drugsverslaving te moeten bekostigen.
Over the years, we've been able to build a series of different virtual environments resembling neighborhoods in different countries like Germany, the UK, the United States and the Netherlands. And we've been able to test both criminological theory, but also the effectiveness of potential interventions to deter burglars. In Max Lab, our VR behavioral research facility, we recently added eye tracking and the analysis of spatial movement to our portfolio. But I really think that this is only the beginning of what will be a very exciting and promising avenue for future research.